Hey guys, guess what?
What?
Atari's back.
Their logo's back.
Yes, all the merchandise that you could possibly want, and then some.
I feel like people are getting way too excited. They're like, Atari, it seems like the general masses are all like, well, Atari's back, but it's not Atari. I mean, Atari was divided, resold, rebranded. There's some new group that's going to be making games again, supposedly, in systems, but it's kind of just, they have the shell of the corporation with the logo, but I mean, really, this is a completely different beast, is it not?
Oh yeah, for sure. So, like, their CEO just commented that Atari is a lifestyle brand.
What does that mean?
Exactly. It's certainly not games first. I'll tell you that.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard. Oh my god. Yeah, the hats, I'm intrigued by the hats. I would like an Atari hat with Bluetooth speakers in the brim. I'll get on board with that.
I won't buy it, but I want to see somebody else buy it.
I want to buy it and walk around just like blasting some like death metal, like walk through the mall.
Yeah.
Just who's this strange adult man with this weird hat and this awful music?
Yeah, imagine like not having to carry that huge boombox on your shoulder as you walk down the street. That's kind of what they're bringing these 80s dreams back to life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anything, it shows the inventiveness of this new Atari. I mean, they completely saw a need for a product that had been disregarded. I mean, hat technology has now progressed in decades, and now they've made this amazing breakthrough. I cannot wait.
Yep. All of those people that have that lifestyle of blaring music in public.
So are these speakers on top or on the bottom?
I think they're on the bottom of the brim from what I saw in the photos.
So if you're wearing it frontwards and you have glasses, like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, and then the thing is too is I think they've said they're rechargeable, but they haven't shown details on how they recharge. I don't know. The whole thing is just sort of ridiculous.
Plus, you need two for surround sound.
Right.
Well, and didn't they say you're going to be able to link, like, if you're next to a friend who's got one, you can, like, share the audio?
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that made it so much better. If I can, like, Bluetooth connect to somebody else's hat and start playing my music out of their hat.
We should get these for MGC.
Yes, we should. We'll just walk through all playing Eye of the Tiger on loop. Or maybe some Rick Astley. We'll just rickroll everyone. It'll be great.
Yeah, they're making a Blade Runner one, too.
A Blade Runner hat?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Because, they're thinking in the future.
Oh, yeah.
They're a forward-looking company.
So beyond the ridiculous hat, they are going to be doing a new Atari console, aka the Atari Box, correct?
Yeah. I kind of like the way it actually looks.
It looks decent. I think it's been dispelled now that it's not just an Android box. It will be using like PC parts, and I assume running Linux would be my guess. But kind of just looking at that form factor and looking at the outs on that, I kind of sort of wonder if they're not just throwing a Raspberry Pi 3 in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it's not just that, it's just a clone of that, right?
Right. And then they're promising Atari Classics as well as new games, which I think is the piece that's the most interesting, and I think also the piece that's completely not truthful or going to happen.
Right. What are those new games? Are they mobile games?
Right.
And
I mean, they don't have development studios. I mean, they might be able to get in contact with people, but I mean, it's not like Atari has developers anymore, not in-house. Because didn't they shutter that division of... I mean, there hasn't been an Atari game in, I don't know, several years.
Yeah, I think, and even then they were publishing. I don't think they were even making them.
Right. I don't know. I mean, they're going to Kickstarter with that, aren't they?
Yeah.
The system. I kind of don't even see this getting kickstarted. Plus it's so hot on the heels of the Coleco Chameleon debacle. I think they're smart in like what they want to do with branding it and things like that. But I think, to me, nostalgia is what fuels Atari's current existence, at least within gaming. And I think if you want to tap into that nostalgia, there's already flashbacks, there's already compilations. You know, they can port these things to mobile devices or put them on a virtual console. I don't see a need for this system if it's going to be anything above and beyond a flashback.
Right. If it's not similar in price to a flashback, I would say it's kind of a wrong decision. Like if it's over $100, I don't know what they're doing. Right.
Right. Yeah, I would completely agree with that. I think $80 would be the most that this thing could possibly sit at and still, in my mind, possibly justify it.
Right.
I think there's some opportunity if they could get, say, like some more obscure stuff from like the end of their home console days, like Jaguar ports and things. That would be neat, but I don't think that again will sell the system. I know I don't need to buy other versions of the shitty Jaguar games I already own.
To a lot of people, that might be a brand new system for them, though. They maybe never even knew it existed, so it's like brand new games.
I think you could make the argument that you're probably better off knowing it never existed.
I don't know. I'm optimistic about it, but for what it is. Either they know what it is and they're going to price it accordingly, or they're going to make it a lifestyle thing where higher end people decide that that's what they want. That's
what Atari really needs is, what's the Uber boutique NES?
The analog NT?
Yes, we need an analog 2600. I want a gold-plated, or like, what are they, aluminum block cut $500 Atari 2600. That's what we need.
Yep.
I don't need this Atari box. I don't know. I'm with you, though. Like, I hope whatever this is succeeds. I mean, I'm wishing them all the best. I just feel like it's not going to ever get off the ground, or if it does, it's just going to struggle and die.
I just don't see a reason for it. Like, are they just trying to cash in because Nintendo?
I think so. I mean, right?
Make that pointless.
Yeah. I think the success of the Classic seems very, titillating to a lot of these other companies that could potentially do the same thing. But they don't have the fan base that Nintendo has.
You're right, yeah.
Not anymore.
I think this year's, like the Genesis consoles and the flashback, I think they actually raised the prices on them this year for the new ones because they think that they'll, follow the same resurgence as the Nintendo, and I don't see it. Those things have been on shelves forever.
Exactly.
So do you think you can do voice chat through the hats on the Atari box?
Ooh.
Because that'd be a much better system than Nintendo's running, that's for sure.
Now we've made the connection. This is their voice chat device. I like it. And you won't even have to run 8 feet of cord. It's all Bluetooth. It's genius.
Yeah. Amazing.
I'm really interested in that hat now.
Yeah, I kind of want the hat. I wonder if they got price. They don't have pricing on those yet, I don't think, do they?
No, I don't think so.
It's all still speculative.
I'm pretty sure that's like, hey, look at this dumb thing. Would you buy it?
My answer is hell yes.
You're like, I buy dumb things.
I'm the perfect audience.